Okay, so in this tutorial, we're going to see how our system works and how we connect our Pixhawk with our Raspberry Pi. Now, how we do the telemetry. So, the very first thing you have to do when you are in this home folder, you can see to test. Okay, and then over here we have few files. The very first thing we'll do is this one connect.py. And then before we go ahead and do that, over here we're going to go ahead and see this script. So let's go ahead and open it. If you don't have gedit, you can use vim to open it. So vim is installed there, so don't worry. So over here at the top we have this drone kit that we have imported. Okay, from drone kit we have connect, and then the most important part is over here, this part. So over here we have this IP address. Okay, so this IP address actually refers to our Raspberry Pi, and this one 14551, this is our UDP port. Okay, so how the whole thing works, the thing is that, okay, very first thing that it gets connected with this Pixel somehow, and how it does I'll tell a little later. And once it does, it gets a lot of telemetry information, and those telemetry information is saved in this variable. And for example, we can know the version, the capabilities, location, global frame, GPS, altitude, velocity, a lot of information. Okay, these are all related to our Pixhawk. Now, this information is coming from Pixhawk. These are telemetry information. Telemetry information means you get all this information: altitude, velocity, GPS, ground speed, airspeed, gimbal, battery, anything you can think of that comes from the Pixhawk. That's called telemetry information. Okay. Now, how this thing works? Okay, so here I'm going to go ahead and draw a very simple what is it? A connection. Okay. So the way it works here, we have this Pixhawk, and Pixhawk has Telem. Okay, we know that Pixhawk has Telem 1, Telem 2. In our case, we used Telem 1. Now, Telem 1 is actually UART. That is UART, right? Now, Telem 1 is UART. So what happens? So this Telem 1, UART, you remember that earlier class we have seen that. So that has a cable that's connected with Raspberry Pi. So what happens? This Telem 1 connected with the Raspberry Pi. That means Pixhawk is connected with the Raspberry Pi. So that's called UART or serial. Okay. Now, using this connection, Pixhawk sends telemetry data. What is telemetry data? This data is this information, as I said earlier. Okay, these are called telemetry messages. A lot of time you can also say mavlink messages. Okay, they're the same thing. The meaning is same, but of course, mavlink refers to a kind of protocol, which means how you transfer data. But anyway, so when we say telemetry information messages and mavlink, in this case, they're the same thing. So here we have this thing. Okay. Now we also have another thing. Okay. So what do we have over here? On the other side, we have our UDP. Okay. Raspberry Pi will have UDP port, which refers to this one. Okay. And then we'll also have